Welcome back, guys, to East 10, Nordics. Well, last episode, after finishing our Sandra sweep, we witnessed another sunfish being taken away by a predator that led to Ashley wanting to find a safe haven for one, doing so for fun in the sunfish. After then chatting through Minorca village, we made landfall on Outcast Isle, finding Einar safe within a cave storeroom before bringing him aboard our ship, as we now check his wares.
Right, let us speak to Einar and Einar. I want to say Einar, and see about our contribution points and how they can be spent. What should we be aiming for? I asked Mayor Clement if there was anything I could do to assist in rebuilding Karnak. It was decided that I would be supplying rewards to be given based on how much one contributes to the restoration effort. You sure do work fast, Einar. There's no profit in that for you though, is there? Oh, that isn't the aim. This is more of an upfront investment, you could say. Karnak was a strong commercial foothold that connected Obelia Gulf to the rest of the world. By promoting its reconstruction, it is my hope that trade can be swiftly restored. Huh. Makes sense. In that case, we'll drop by now and then if the mood hits us. Of course, I'm available whenever you need. These are certainly trying times for the people of Karnak. A number of them, however, appear to be drawing strength from all this adversity. I get the feeling the crews, among other townsfolk, has a different look about him now.
What would you like to exchange?
Right, what can we exchange? Oh, okay. Textbooks in training. In fact, not much at the moment. We can literally buy everything. Defeating enemies restores 30 SP. We've already got one of those. So it's all training.
Here you are. I hope it helps.
So we have more contribution points than stuff that can be bought for it at this moment in time. And we can, buy these out.
Anything else I can do for... Please, come again.
I can leave them for now. Purchasing this training text tells me that you two are very enthusiastic about your studies. Writings such as these contain the collective knowledge of the Balta Seaforce's warriors. I learned a lot from this particular one myself, back when I first set out on a ship of my own. Speaking of the Balta Seaforce, I really should stop by and see how the general store is doing soon. In any event, I look forward to what the future has in store for you both. Keep giving it your best effort. I wonder if we went back to Balta Island if something would occur. Right, we got some new refitting stuff. So this increases X arm power, magic barrier potency, and acceleration from the mana cell is pretty good. But we need materials we still do not have. But we did get enough stock to go up a whole level of everything in the defensive category. So I will take it.
Whew, all done. I hope I did a good job.
Greatly enhanced. So yes, a very good job. The only other thing we can actually make is Pyrogust, I think. And we can maybe get enough steely bones in time for the...
Okay, see you later.
Steely shot. That seems to be all there is at this point in time. Right then. Where to next? The discovery rate of Sonnelia Basin is at 80% at this point in time. We've still got a few markers down here to go through, but every actual location is 100%. I'm just wondering if we go back to Balta. Well, there's an event there now. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, let's go.
Yep. Also, not much time has passed, and yet it feels as though I've been away for an eternity. How about going over to see Folky and Gelmir then? You might as well while we're here. As captain of the Sandras, I'll go with you. Oh, why? Thank you. I do have my general store's operations to attend to, and I'm sure my brother is concerned for me, though I don't know if the same could be said of my father. Would now be a good time to borrow you for a bit? Yeah, let's get going. Alright, that's that then. Though, now that you mention it, I don't often see you talking to Gelmir. Very astute of you, Princess. My relationship with my father is complicated. We've mutually decided to keep our distance. Oh, yeah? Well then, should we be on our way? Big brother, it's really you! Once we heard what happened to the people in Karnak, I couldn't stop worrying about you. I'm sorry, Folky, I wasn't in a position to return right away. However, I'm told that you've been working hard to keep the shop operational in my absence. You've become so very dependable. Well done. Heh, thanks! Father, a pleasure to see you as well. My apologies for any issues I may have caused. The princess called me up on what happened. When you hadn't made contact for a while, we assumed you'd been turned into a Greigr. Was prepared to put you down myself if you had. No greater disgrace than that to a warrior clan like ours. Yeah, Yerv was the one at fault. So what? A proper warrior wouldn't have let those things get the better of him. All I'm saying is that if you had just taken up the blade yourself... I think one punch from this guy will lay most people out. He's built. Forget it. Do whatever you want. I intend to. Now then, Folky. May I leave the ledgers to you from now on? I was surprised you were able to handle such calculations. It was plain to see that you gave them your very best. You'll be keeping up the effort, I hope. About that. It was actually Dad who did all the bookkeeping. Oh? But why? You were always against my choice of profession. After everything that happened, Dad and I went to Karnak to look for you. We thought you might have died fighting the Greigr. But since there was no body, we knew you had to be alive. So we both decided to look after your shop until you got back. I greatly appreciate that, Folky, but... Hey, Gelmer. How's about you talk this out man to man already? Or is burying your head in the sand the warrior way to you? I made a decision back when you were born. A decision to take everything I knew about being a warrior and pass it on to you. So when you said you wanted to be a merchant instead, I felt betrayed. And that feeling's never left me. But eventually I came to see that you've got a knack for trading. I should have known from the way you constantly negotiate with the adults as a tyke or spat on and on about merchant ships. And now here you are, the best merchant on the island. Not just anyone could achieve that. So go on ahead and follow your bliss. All I can do as your old man is watch over you, my eldest son. Father, I had no idea. Why did you never tell me how you felt? You're my kid. You should have figured it out. Well, now that's just absurd. However, it would seem this was a misunderstanding on my part as well. Thank you, Father. I ask that you continue to watch over me. Don't you start demanding things of me, boy. Come on, Dad. Quit being so mean. Well, looks like things will work themselves out. Guess we were right to reach out to Einar. After that, Einar shared a pleasant conversation with his family before returning to the Sandras. Our affinity has grown. He just went back home, did he?
Welcome!
I'm gone.
Was there any comeback soon?
Hey, dude, we reunite a family at a little event. Kind of makes sense to go back at that point in time after all.
Oh?
I almost 100% know
Seems we got fish in the water.
that this won't get me any fish.
Maybe I'll throw a few lines.
But I still want to check. Right, where to next? The random event that was there. There doesn't seem to be any other event. I wonder when I should take this on. Questions. Well, we are now pushing quite hard towards our next region.
Okay, let's go.
Let's follow this gust. Getting better, I'll just need to practice that
This
rolling
could be
R. I
useful.
can't do that.
Now that's a fine catch.
No, it's not a possibility. I don't think it's possible for some people. It's honest, disgusting. What?
Fish
I just
something
can't
out.
roll my R's, that's all.
Shields up.
Okay, that's the barrier. Let's get this because it might be craft stock and then take a hard left.
Whoa, this is actually pretty
What's
good.
craft stock?
Full speed ahead.
Find a whole island waiting for us over here.
Quick as a flash.
We just busted on
a new
through.
island. I wonder if we can go ashore.
Fuling Island.
Drop anchor. We're going ashore.
Yerv. It's got fruits. Wow, this is unusual. You hardly ever see fruit-bearing trees growing on the coast. They should make the fruit more vulnerable to the sea breeze, but they all look so bright and unspoiled. Kind of shocked that there's an island like this in the Sonnelia Basin. Well, there don't seem to be any signs of the enemy nearby. Why don't we call the others? Hey, Gran, Rosa, it's safe to land. There's fruits. Whoa, this place is way bigger than I thought. And check out all the fruits growing around here. With this many, we could probably make some fresh tarts or juice. This is one lovely little island you two found. We try. Anyway, let's get to harvesting. Heck yeah, just leave it to me. I'll have the place picked clean in no time. Hey, better not go manhandling them. We don't want a bunch of bruised fruit. Excuse me, who are you? Fruit thieves. I came over to see what that ship was all about. Whoops, didn't realize anyone was living here. Sorry to intrude, we're the Balta Seaforce's flying squadron. We spotted your island and decided to drop by for a look. I see, your crew doesn't look like that of pirates, though. That's because we're from Karnak. You mean to say the entire town has been enslaved by the Balta Seaforce? What? No, that's not the case at all. Have you not heard about what happened to Karnak? I'm sorry, I never leave the island, so I'm not very familiar with what goes on elsewhere. Oh, I should introduce myself. My name is Nana. I live in a settlement near the center of the island. Would you mind telling me more about what became of Karnak? Adol quickly summarized everything the Sandras had been through up to this point. Greigr, you say? It sounds like things are quite a mess outside of our little home. Thank you very much for informing me. If you've never even heard of them, then I guess they haven't been here yet. That may be due to how the ocean currents tend to amass garbage, debris that is, in our surrounding waters. The only outsiders we get tend to be pirates and merchants who run adrift. Strange folks such as yourselves included. So, you don't have any outside contacts at all? No, not at all. We have everything we could ever need here. Wow, you don't hear that every day. By the way, you said there was a settlement. What's it like? Oh, I'm sorry, but you're better off staying away from it. You see, uncommon as it is, another ship did show up recently, one manned by a band of rowdy pirates. They went on an absolute rampage and caused us no end of trouble, so everyone is feeling a bit wary of strangers right now. If they were to see you, they might even try to run you off. Oof, sounds like we shouldn't go any further inland then. And you're all ready and raring to go. It doesn't exactly make up for it, but do feel free to pick some fruit to bring back with you. My family tends to this grove, and I'd like to do what little I can to help the people of Karnak. So please, take as much as you'd like. All of it? We definitely appreciate it, but you really sure we can have as much as we want? Yes, it's no problem at all. This island is a bit unusual, you see. The fruit grows so quickly that we're able to harvest it multiple times throughout the year. In fact, I don't think we've ever been short on food in the entire time I've lived here on Fuling Island.
Sweet!
For real? That's amazing! I think we just stumbled into a full-on fruit paradise. You may be right. If what she said is true, I mean. It's like a dream come true. Yeah, that we could just be getting our change yanked. But hey, she's the one who lives here. Might as well treat ourselves a little. There's something super suspicious about this island. Very obviously. It's a big island too, isn't it? 8 crystal clusters.
Want to take a break here?
Yeah, there's lots of routes. It seems like a big roundabout place. Why is she an object that shows up, but the others aren't? She's a fruit. She's a tree. This must be it. Visitors like yourselves or those pirates from the other day will stop by every once in a while. Our settlement supports itself by taking such opportunities to trade our fruits for other goods, so you can consider this as a sort of upfront investment. There's no need to worry for our sake. Go ahead and pick as much as you like. I've helped with harvesting crops back in Karnak. This is my first time raking in a bonanza like this. Feels like we're being spoiled here, but I guess it's not so bad once in a while. With this much fruit, I can make enough shortcakes to fill a few bakeries. Greigr and I will bring a wooden crate over in case we need it, so you two just keep on picking. Oh, I don't mind if I do. Adol and Karja work together to harvest the fruit from the tree. Phew, there we go. These oranges look pretty good, huh? Might as well grab some more fruit while we're here. Gonna be scurvy-free. Right, it's a chest up there. And these are objects that we can't actually interact with in a certain style. There's a higher tier to the place. I need places where I can farm some craft stock here. I could just cut down their trees. That'd be one way to get it right. There's going to be any hidden stuff, and there's like really high up things. Never know. There we go. Some boxes and barrels.
Oh? Seems we got fish in the water. Maybe I'll throw a few lines.
You can hear me pressing the button so much, like, let me fish, let me do it, let me open. What am I doing? Alright, and then there's this tree next for some pears. Adol and Carja work together to harvest the fruit from the tree. Great that they even have pears here. They're also firm and shiny. Might as well grab some more fruit while we're here.
Yeah.
How do I get up there? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I interact with this first or continue onwards? You get me?
Yeah.
Let's not go this way.
Yeah.
Yes, Mum. Adol and Carja work together to harvest the fruit from the tree. You can smell the lemony goodness just standing next to this thing. That should make for a hefty enough harvest now. Time to head back to Nana and the others.
Yeah.
Why won't you let me through?
Let's not go this way.
There's goodies there. Can't even get up there. Sad. Firm pears are the worst. They need to be soft. Oh yeah, bash them about a bit. They'll be soft in no time. No treasure chests allowed. Look at this massive haul. Guess we got a little carried away. We might not even be able to get it over to the ship without Dogi's help. I know it's a little late to ask, but are you sure it's okay for us to take so much? Of course, don't worry about us. Sample some for yourselves, and if it's to your taste, then come back for more. We can even make it a trade next time if that helps you feel less reluctant. Alright then, guess it's time for us to shove off. We'll swing by again for another visit if we get the chance. Please do, I'll be waiting. I'm actually starting to get the munchies already. Won't hurt to eat just a couple, right? What's gonna happen to Gren? Hey, who'd have thought we'd sail ourselves right into the lap of luxury? That generosity is much appreciated. It should be a boon to everyone's health too. Fruits are extremely nutrient dense after all. Now I get what Gren was making such a big deal about. Yeah, damn straight. I'm planning to make some juice and desserts with them before they go bad. Oh, I can't wait. Everyone's practically filled to pieces. Guess all that picking we had to do paid off. I have to say though, it's hard to believe one island could be so bountiful. If true, it's a discovery to end all discoveries. If we can establish regular trade with them, it could really give us a boost in getting Carlet back on its feet. About that, when I really think about it, something doesn't feel quite right about all of this. There's a lot of debris in these waters, sure, but the Sandras had no trouble pushing through it. And yet that island's not on any of the Balta Seaforce's charts. Doesn't that seem a bit off? Does the Seaforce really not know about it? At the very least, I've never heard of it. And the Balta Seaforce should already have the full layout of Obelia Gulf mapped out. Ask Einar. Einar would know. When you put it that way, it definitely does give me pause. On that note, there's something else that's been bugging me. When we were on the island, the only paths I could see were wild game trails. Really? That's kind of a weird thing to notice. Besides, it just means there are loads of beasts living there, no?
No.
But she also said there was a human settlement near the center, didn't she? And harvesting the fruit would mean having to make a round trip over and over again. Animal tracks aside, isn't it shady that they don't even have a single man-made pathway? Rafe's got a point. And that whole story about having fruit growing all year round seems rather unusual as well. Speaking of the fruit, having heard everyone's thoughts, Adol began to have his doubts about the island. With that in mind, he decided to try his druid monocle out on the fruit. Oh, good call. Let me give it a go too. Through the lens of mana, the truth became clear. So the exact thing I noticed with the trees and the person being blue. That was no normal fruit. It was radiating the same undead energy as the Greigr. It's undead fruit. What's going on here? Gran, have you ate the fruit already? Whatever you do, don't eat the fruit. Huh? Is something wrong with it? Yeah, this fruit's giving off Greigr energy. Greigr? So you're saying these are Greigr in the shape of a fruit? What, now we have to worry about them in our food? Should we toss it all overboard? Let's all just calm down for a minute, everyone. Hello, would you mind using your manner to inspect us? I'd like to know if our handling the fruit has had any adverse effects. I mean, I handled them more. Umbrella Corporation gave us this for fruit. Oh, yeah. Adol informed that he didn't notice any physiological changes occurring amongst the group. Phew, at least we can take some comfort in that. Yeah, I'm glad we found out before anyone took a bite. Wait a minute, Gren, did you... They just smell so good and I was super hungry. So I snuck a few before we came back aboard. You what? Must be nice knowing you. Rest in peace, Gren. Hey, I'm not even 1 foot in the grave yet. Only fooling. Puke. Vomit. Yeah, can you try throwing it back up? Oh, great idea. Okay, hawking it up in 3, 2, 1. As if. I can't just barf on command. It's not that hard. We're short on options, so maybe we can try using our mana powers on him. Either way, it'd be best to look into these fruits and fast. We better have a talk with that Nana lady again, too. I don't know, mix up some fish juice or something. I don't know. Like churned fish guts and make him drink it. You know, do something like that. Maybe it's a delicacy, I don't know. Adol and Kaja attempted to treat Gren using their mana powers. After that, they landed back on Fuling Island. Okay, we made it back. And now it's full of Greigr. Wow, the place is swarming with Greigr. And Nana acted like she had no idea what they even were. What's the big idea here? Well, we should start by finding Nana. Aye to that. She told us not to go near their settlement, so obviously we ought to go look for it. Oh, but before that, I just had an idea. Any chance we might be able to see something through the druid monocle here? Yeah, the trees are weird. We saw that before. Holy, there's Greigr vines coming off of every damn one of these fruit trees. Yeah, but the Greigr are marked in red, so... This island's creepier than meets the eye. We better brace ourselves, Adol. Alright, well, time to...
Should be a good spot to rest.
Sort out the island proper. Are the trees gonna come alive? I can't kill the trees.
How's this? How's that? Go to blaze!
Eat this!
Can you remember what skills we're trying to level up? Is it this one?
Too slow!
Adol.
Switch! Yeah!
Not that one, I know that one. The Aqua Shot is definitely one I'm trying to level up. I'll just spam some Aqua Shots for a bit. There's so many things to level after all. Well, let's farm out the stuff that we grabbed before, the boxes and barrels that we know exist. And head further inland. No, when you get anything that isn't craft stock. Just watering this poor wolf.
I gotta give it my all too.
Spam. Hey, if it's like 1% per, then it's gonna be okay games. Spammy spam. Probably should have blocked that.
In my sight!
Had the opportunity to. I just didn't take it. Right, let's work our way to a variety of... Nice roll, buddy. I wasn't expecting that dodge roll. Pretty athletic Greigr there. A defroster. This is going to be the correct way to go, so we want to back up to get the treasure chest. Not many hidden treasure chests at the moment, though. I guess because of how many things there are on the island. A bit of remedy. Oh, not this big tree down? Probably not. The right thing to go about doing.
In my sight! In my
Now
sight!
we're even more in sync!
Stop dodging
Don't
me.
get too comfortable, Adol.
What's this? Oh, it's just in vines.
Switch! Fly ball!
That makes more sense now. Wait, is this something I knocked down? Ran a way up. Wasn't there like a big thing to knock down a little bit further on? Oh, what? We're blocked off. How do I get through the big rock? I'm gonna lock onto. I need Dogi. I need deployable Dogi stat.
Too slow! Gotcha! Too slow!
So many skills to level up, so little time, and still no treasure chests. Unless we can jump up here. I did one too. Did I just dodge through that? I think I did. There you are. We've been looking for you. I wish you. What's the matter this time? I already told you not to come any further into the island or the settlement might give you trouble. Sure, except we haven't seen a settlement anywhere around here. So what's really going on? Climbing up on us, huh? Something's definitely fishy about all of this. Right, this fruit on this island is abnormal. Abnormally good? Abnormal. I suppose kids these days just don't care for the flavor. But why would you ask me such a thing? We're mana wielders, so we can see it, not just in the fruit either. There's Greigr energy all over this island. Ah, is that so? Then you're the mana users I've heard so much about. And since you can see this island for what it is, there's no need for me to play it being human anymore. What do you mean? I told you before, but this place is called Fuling Island. Yerva the Trident created it long ago to be an undying orchard, one that would be bountiful for all eternity. Humans, blinded by their own greed, would then try to exploit it for more than they needed. The idea was to use that greed to serve her own ends. When did this other wolf Greigr just show up right behind here, right down here? So whoever eats the fruit from this island eventually becomes a deathless Greigr themselves. Just like my cute little pet miming here. What in the... Turn any humans that arrive on this island into Greigr. That's the order the Trident gave. Well, we've got Purify, right? Miming and I ended up here because of the shipwreck. He started off as only a pup, but he kept eating one fruit after another, and now look at him. I'm sure it won't be too long before you'll start to change too. Blood and thunder, Yerv again? Always sticking thorns in our sides. Your circumstances don't matter to me. All I'm concerned with is following the Trident's orders. And now that you've exposed the island's secret, your fate is sealed. Let's do this, Adol. I'm sorry, Miming. There's a lot more health than I expected, to be fair. And even Landlubber unlocked. I'm a Landlubber now.
Form up! There! Burn away! Burn a blaze! try! How's this? Now! How's that?
We didn't even try to purify it. Phew, that wasn't too tough. Are you alright, Miming? His wounds won't heal. So it's true, mana users really can defeat the undead. Yeah. We'd like to talk this out if possible. Yeah, no point in finishing you off before we get our answers. Of course we can change that if you're still keen on duking it out. Fine, I surrender. Not out of any desperation to live, mind you. I just hate to say goodbye to Miming like this is all. Then maybe now you'll be willing to spill the beans. Right, how is this different from a puppet Greigr? Not a clue. Yeah, is the only one who would know. I hardly even understand my own situation. Either way, if you have the power of mana, the effects of the fruit will wear off. Or so I think. I'm not part of the Trident, so I can't speak with any authority on the matter. Our power should have been able to cure it, but I guess we can't relax completely yet. Let's put it like this then. Is there any way to completely prevent someone that ate the fruit from becoming a Greigr? I honestly couldn't say. However, there are 2 others on the island who may have some ideas. Oh. How do I say this one? Gunidli and Nelly? It's like Uda. Gunidli. Damn it. So there are other islanders besides you. I thought the settlement story was just a lie. Gunidli? It was, but you would have found it unusual if a person who clearly resides here told you there wasn't one, no? Well, we're neither human nor Greigr. Our existence lies somewhere in between. Miming and I were already barely clinging to life when we washed up here, and our bodies succumbed not long after. But because we had eaten a bit of the fruit, our souls remained behind. We are no longer living. We merely exist. Oh yeah? I imagine my 2 fellow islanders are idling their time away somewhere. If you're so curious, why not go talk to them? As if we need your permission. I'm worried about Grem, so let's go see what we can find out. This whole island's a mystery anyway. Wouldn't hurt to explore it some more. Well, let's go then. And we didn't kill it. I don't know if there really is a way to reverse the Greigrization process, but feel free to try. I certainly won't stop you. Or rather, I can't, given how much stronger you are than Miming. The Greigr Miming appears to be dog-tired. You see, it's because he's a cat.
Mana sense might come in handy here. Found something!
Super repair kits! This is why we don't need to buy any. We'll end up finding it out there anyway, no matter what. Oh, so in terms of checking out the island more, I'm guessing the random pathway that we couldn't go through will now have opened up. Noises. Yeah, we're opening up one of the 2.